Hey guys, welcome back to Auto Repair guys. Thank you guys for watching and subscribing to the channel. Today will be super helpful video guys. If you have a BMW 3 Series guys, we will explain what are the symptoms of leaking fuel injector, bad leaking fuel injectors, what symptoms you can experience and how to recognize one. So stay with us, that's what we'll be covering today guys. Make sure to stay until the end. We'll share very helpful information as we go, and we'll share something about testing injectors as well. If you need to buy new fuel injectors, parts, tools, anything guys for your BMW 3 Series, check out the link in the description of the video below and you can see where we get all our tools and parts from. We share it for your convenience. Number 2 guys, every single car we get at the shop, we make at least 200 free repair videos, and specifically on BMW 3 Series we have close to 400 or 500 videos. Why is that guys? Because our mission here at the shop is to save you as much money as we can. All we need guys in return, please subscribe to the channel and like the video. So let us show you what we have here guys, and we'll explain the symptoms of a leaking fuel injector quick and how to recognize that. Those are the fuel injectors right here. Doesn't matter if you have 4 or 6 cylinder engine, even if you have 8 cylinder engine on the M3 guys, procedure will be practically the same. So those are the fuel injectors. Now before we start, let me tell you one thing guys, check this channel out. Electrical Car Repair Live. This is our second channel and we have so much helpful information on cars about especially BMWs, engine codes, diagnostics, things like that guys, that can save you thousands of dollars on repairs, and we have helped millions of people already. So subscribe guys as well, we're constantly adding new information. What are the symptoms of a leaking fuel injector? Leaking fuel injector guys is an injector that doesn't close all the way, and eventually it will leak the fuel in the cylinder. This is your fuel rail, it's full of fuel guys, you have the fuel line that connects to it, so that fuel rail usually it's under pressure at about 40 psi. Or it really depends on the engine, but let's say 40 psi. And guys, okay, if you have a leaking fuel injector, that fuel injector will drip fuel in the cylinder. Let's say this is fuel injector number 1. When you turn the car off, or even when you're driving, it will drip extra fuel in that cylinder. And as a result guys, okay, even if you're not driving the car, it can still drip fuel because the fuel pump on BMWs guys can self-activate to build fuel pressure. And if that fuel injector keeps dripping fuel guys, it will get your spark plug wet on that cylinder and you may experience misfires. Okay, that's very common by the way. Number 2 guys, okay, misfire and rough idle. Because of the misfire, that can be cause rough idle because one of your cylinders will not be working. What else guys you can experience? Number 3, hard start. Especially if the engine is hot, you can experience guys hard start, and that's normal if you have a leaking fuel injector. Number 4, check your engine oil. Unfortunately, most of the new BMW engines do not have a dipstick, but if you drain your engine oil, okay, and it smells like gasoline and it's thin, it's not thick oil like it should be, it's really thin, watery looking, that means you have gasoline in your oil and it will smell like gasoline. That could be catastrophic. Why? Due to the fact that the gasoline is a very thin fluid and it goes around the piston rings, unless it's too much guys, and it drips in the oil pan. When it drips in the oil pan, what will happen actually, it's going to mix with the oil, and the oil will not be able to lubricate so good, so you can ruin your engine. You can mess up your crankshaft bearings, camshaft bearings, you can mess up rod bearings guys, so your engine will wear out in no time. Now something else that can be very expensive and that can cause total disaster guys is if that fuel injector is leaking really bad, all that fuel can fill up the cylinder with gasoline, okay, and let's say you try to start your car, that gasoline will be like hydro-locked engine. The piston will not be able to compress the air because it's actually fluid, not air, it's gasoline, and it can bend connecting rod guys. We've seen that happen as well, and it's expensive to replace because you have to take the whole engine apart. So those are guys the symptoms of leaking fuel injector, but always check the gasoline to make sure that it's not watery looking, it's not thin and not smells like gasoline. So always check the engine oil guys. Engine oil, make sure it doesn't have gasoline in it. So hopefully guys the video will be helpful. Once you suspect a misfire, you have a misfire for certain cylinders, always make sure that you don't have gasoline in the oil. Hopefully the video will be helpful. Thank you for watching and see you guys next time.